Welcome to Yoga Plus Therapy's class on breathing freely and vitality energy class. We'll begin by laying down on your back. Let all the tension go. Be comfortable and aligned. Feel fully supported by the floor. Allow your awareness to come to the breath. Just feeling the breath movement at the abdomen. The gentle rising as you inhale, falling as you exhale. Just allow this to happen. Don't try to force the belly in or out. Now move your awareness to the rib cage, and in the same way, just tune in to the sensations of breath around the rib cage. Now move your awareness up to the nose. Feel the sensations of breath at the nose. The cool sensation in, the warmer sensation out. We're now going to take 5 long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing in and expanding through the abdomen rib cage. Breathing out and emptying. Feel that breath flow through the nose. Observe the sensation that as you inhale, it gives you that feeling of energy and vitality. And as you exhale, you have that sense of release, releasing tension and let going of whatever you need to let go. You can practice breath awareness and deep breathing any time you need throughout the day. Now, let's begin the warm-ups. When you're ready, just begin to stretch the arms overhead to the floor above you. Full body stretch. Awaken through the shoulders. Reach the feet or heels downward. Feel the waist thinning. And just notice that when you do that stretch, it sort of affects how you breathe. Good. Release the arms. I'm just going to get you to bring the knees bent up and then cross the legs as though you are sitting cross-seated upright. And then let the legs fall open. Now, if you can, plant the hands a little bit under the buttocks, creating a little bit of support. We're just going to do what's called a modified fish posture. If you have neck issues, just do the first level of this practice. Lightly pressing the palms and forearms down, lift the chest, just the chest skyward. Feel the sensation of opening the chest. If you have no neck issue, you want to take it a little bit deeper, press a little bit more, lifting the chest up so that the head comes a little away from the ground, and then you can just let the head fall back gently. The openness through the front body. Good. Slowly release, settling, and just notice the sensations. Now, bring both legs bent up, feet flat. Take the right leg out long and flat. Take the right arm overhead to the floor. Stretch just through that right side. Feel the space open up between the pelvic bone and rib cage. Feel the stretch into the rib cage itself. Breathe into that right side. Good. Release the arm, return the right leg bent, and swap sides. Left leg long, left arm stretched above. Open up and lengthen, and breathe into the left side. Notice when you're in a stretch position, the breath is different. It's not always as easy to take a deep breath, but it does help to strengthen the breath. Good. Release the leg, release the arm, return to bent knee position. Settle the lower back. Feel all the tension let go. And bring awareness to the breathing. This time we're going to focusing on the exhale. So let the breath flow in naturally and just breathe out with long, slow exhalations, making the breath much longer on the exhale. So we want to really exaggerate that letting go feeling. Especially focus on the upper abdomen relaxing in and slightly up under the rib cage. This indicates that you're getting that complete relaxation of the diaphragm muscle, the breathing muscle. Sometimes we can fail to breathe out properly, hold tension in that muscle so we don't get that complete release. Very good. When you feel ready now, we're going to transition position onto the belly. Come into the position we call crocodile first, which is with the forehead supported on the arms or hands, feet a little bit apart, relaxed. Now you'll feel, when you inhale, that the belly hits resistance. It expands towards the floor. Try to take slow, deep breaths here, feeling that expansion of belly towards the floor. That little bit of extra resistance, again, may help to strengthen the breathing muscle. This is also a good position to see how the breathing not only is at the front, but is also at the back of the body. So that when you inhale and the belly expands towards the floor, you may get the sensation of movement into the spine itself. Good. Now, prop yourself up onto your forearms, looking forward in the Sphinx posture. Have the elbows just slightly forward of shoulders. Careful not to overstretch the neck. Don't poke the chin forward. Lengthen through the crown. To get added stretch here, if you want, without actually moving, draw the elbows back toward you and pull the chest, tummy forward. In this position, see if you can just get a little bit more awareness of breath in the rib cage area. Remember always to do an action without too much tension. Let go of any excess tensions around your shoulders so they don't hunch. Feel the legs still long and lengthened, relaxed. Fingers long, relaxed. Throat open. Good. Lower yourself back down and bring the arms by your side hips. Palms up or down according to what feels best. Keep the legs long, straight and flat. On the gentle inhalation, we're going to peel the head and chest away from the floor. And then the arms as well, slowly lifting into the snake posture. Rolling up and opening, exhaling and rolling back down. Repeat that at least 5 times. Feel the upper back muscles working. If you have a tendency with this one to overwork the lower back, place a pillow underneath your belly and try to focus on getting more movement into the upper back. Once you've completed the 5, return to crocodile position for 1 moment. Just let all relaxation through the spine and feel that sensations after doing that simple action. I'm going to finish here with the cobra. I'm going to get you to bring the hands near the base ribs with the elbows up. We'll do 1 or 2 warm-ups and then a gentle hold. Legs lengthened and stable. The base of the spine gently pressing towards the earth. Inhale and peel the head chest up. Exhale, slowly release. Repeat a second time. Let the breath open you. Now the third time we're going to hold it if we can. Opening up. As you hold the posture, just take a few slow breaths. Trying to emphasize opening through the front body. And there's a little pulse of this movement with your breath, so it's not static. As you inhale, there's a little bit more opening. As you exhale, there's a little softening. Keep the back shoulders relaxed and open. Good. When you're ready, release back down to crocodile. Take a moment to relax and settle and feel the body and spinal sensations. Remember, in your yoga practice, it's always about tuning in to what's happening and adapting yourself to stay comfortable without strain or tension. But now, when you're ready, you're going to come up to hands and knees position. Starting in tabletop. Hands just forward as shoulders, fingers forward, knees under hips, heads in line, knees apart, so everything feels comfortable. We're just going to do the simple cat action. As we inhale, the head looks forward, the chest opens, the spine dips down. As you exhale, the head lowers, the chest, the upper back hunches, and the spine and tail round under. Continue this action, feeling that sensation through the whole spine and front body. Allow the breath to flow in as the head goes up, the breath to flow out as the head goes down. Take your time, there's no rush. Now add a little bit more exhalation focus. So inhale gently. And as you exhale this time, really consciously draw the navel into the backbone and get that extra bit of air out. Release and repeat twice more, focusing on that exhale. See how the tummy muscles can help you expel the breath. But it has to still be done without too much tension, otherwise you block the breath. Now we're going to come into the flower bow posture. This is a slight downward inversion. There's a couple of levels of it. We take the weight into your right arm. We're going to lift the left arm upward towards the sky, open the chest. And then we're going to spiral that arm down and underneath between the other arm and body. Come to the forearm first level. This is for those who really don't want to drop the head down too much. But still try to rotate through the torso. Or come down onto the arm, onto the outer shoulder. Do this in a way that you don't get any neck tension. Keep thinking of rotating open through the chest and the shoulder so that the side body is facing more towards the ceiling. You can keep the arm where it is for support, or you can reach that arm upward. Be kind to yourself and just find the place that suits you best. Remembering to be careful that your neck has no stress or tension. This is a nice position to just help the lungs drain a little if there's any congestion. When you're ready, release yourself slowly back out by using the arm to support you. Float back up. Stabilize for a moment. If you need to do any cats, do so. And then when you're ready, we'll take the second side. Opening upward, spiraling downward, coming to the forearm or to the shoulder area. Rotating through that upper back torso. Get a better view of this when Radhika is facing the opposite way. Radhika is showing the variation where you can get a little bit more shoulder stretch. Easy breathing in this position. Slowly release. Come back up to tabletop. Take a moment just to assimilate. If you want, just sink back onto your haunches into chow, just to open the shoulders a little bit. And we're going to prepare for the last position here, the downward facing dog. If you have trouble with the head down or this is not suitable for you, just leave it out. Take the hands now a little further forward of the shoulders, fingers forward. Try to draw the elbows slightly in. Have the spine's neutral, the toes are tucked under. We're going to lift the tails upward as you exhale, and then take the weight back towards the feet. If you're very tight in the hamstrings, keep the knees bent. There's no reason to exaggerate the curve into the lower back. We want to focus more in the upper back. So keep the tummy muscles engaging and try to feel the stretch more into the upper back and shoulder area. Relax through the crown, breathing naturally. So this is a form of inversion as well. A little bit more of that drainage. Very good. When you're ready, begin to lower back to hands and knees. And come to sit now with the legs out to the front. Just take a moment just to notice how you feel. I'm going to get Radhika to turn to face the camera for this next section just to help see. So take a cross-seated posture. Sit even through the pelvises. If you need, sit on cushions or even in a chair. Interlock the fingers. Lift the arms and hands up to chest height as you inhale. Exhale, press the palms forward and flex the spine. Chin is in. Inhale and reach to the sky with palm press, looking slightly up. Open, open, open. Release the arms and turn to the right. Come into a seated twist. Feel the lower back still lengthened, but soften the upper back. Focus on the tummy muscles and take the stretch with the emphasis on the exhale. So each time you exhale, you do that little rotation backwards. That slight ringing effect. Now keep the arm where it is on the knee and stretch the hand that's behind up overhead towards the ear and do a light side bend action. Opening and stretching. It's nice and slow. Then release up. Release forward. Decross the legs and take the other leg forward position. And repeat to the second side. Interlock fingers opposite way. Inhale up. Exhale forward, hunching. Chin is in. Lift tall, expand and breathe. Expand that breath right up. Open, open, open. Softly release and turn to the left. Spin and circle. Use your waist muscles gently through the exhale. Now release that back hand up towards the ear, and on the gentle exhalation, take it into a side bend. Radhika is quite flexible and shows quite a large movement. You may find that you only move a little bit. Three times, and then release. Radhika is once again going to turn side on to demonstrate this next posture. Legs stretched forward. Bring the soles to touch with the knees in a diamond position, not too bent in. The legs are forward, so we're in a more of a diamond position. Take the hands back behind you, palms facing forward. Forward. So palms the other way, that's it. Inhale and open the chest skyward. Exhale, release. Grab hold of the ankles with the wrists crossed. Remember which wrist is on top. Pull the middle back away from the ankles. Hunching, chin is in, tummy's in. Take a moment here and breathe into the back rib area. Focus the awareness into the ribs at the back, the area of the back body. Because you're contained at the front, you have to let more movement happen at the back. Good. Slowly release. Hands back behind again. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Cross the wrist the other way round this time. And repeat the practice. Focusing into the back body with the breathing. Remember, if you create tension, you can't get the breathing. So do this without too much tension. Try to stay soft. Very good. Slowly release. Legs out to the front. Take a pause, a moment to observe how you feel. In a moment we're going to transition to stand. When you're ready now, let's come up to stand. Standing on the mat with the feet a little bit apart, easy mountain, knees off lock. Pelvis is in line with the ankles, shoulders in line with the pelvises, ears in line with the shoulders, chins are in, and imagine a string through the crown of the head lifting you tall. Pause for a moment and just feel the sensation of breathing as you stand. Make sure you feel very grounded. The upper body is light, but the body is strong and grounded to the legs. Bring the hands in front of the chest. Inhale and raise the arms skyward and slightly backwards so that you come into a very gentle back bend. Palms can be apart if you want. Just feel the openness of the front body, that expansion. Good. Slowly release and maybe repeat that one more time. Try to do this in a way that you open the whole front body, careful not to squish back into the lower back spine. And release back down. Come to the mountain again, nice and stable and upright. Let's do a simple breathing practice here. To the count of 4, we're going to inhale and raise the arms forward and overhead. To the exhalation count of 4, turn the palms outward and lower the arms out and down to the sides. Repeat that 4 more times. Focus on keeping that breath slow, smooth, and even. Adjust the count according to your breath. If you've got a deeper breath, you can take a 5 count. If you're struggling, you could take a 3 count. The last time you finish this practice, just sweep the hands behind your back. interlock and just stretch back and down to open that chest again. If you can't actually hold the elbows this way, soften it off and just hold something. Okay, releasing, coming forward again. Take the feet wider than the hips, knees a little bit more bent. Just maybe halfway in between, just a small bend. Be very stable through the base and the pelvises. Raise the right arm close to the ear. We're just going to do a half moon side bend with the inhale. So as you inhale, side bend over to the left. Focus on expanding the ribs on the right. You don't need to go far with this one, so it's not so much a stretch as a feeling of opening. Repeat this with the breath, so exhaling and inhaling. So focus on feeling the rib expansion with the breath. Keep the arms soft. If you hold tension, remember, it restricts your breathing. Again, about 5 times here. And then we'll swap sides. So it's through the inhale, expanding the left ribs. Again, when you finish the 5 breaths, release the arms back by the sides. Take that short pause to observe how you feel. Now we're going to take the legs wider apart for forward bend. If you're very tight in the hamstrings, keep the knees a little bit bent, maybe the weight a little forward. So on the exhalation, we're just going to bring yourself forward into a forward bend. As you do this position, focus on the exhalation and drawing those tummy muscles inward as you come into the stretch. Radhika's showing quite a strong version. Remember, you can always do less than this if you're too tight. Each little exhalation, draw the tummies in. Very good. When you're ready, soften the knees, turn the toes slightly outward. Drop the sit bones, support yourself if needed, and come up. Lift tall. Take a moment to adjust from head down. And Radhika is going to turn side on to demonstrate the Warrior One posture. Right foot forward, left foot back. Back leg is pretty straight, foot slightly turned out. Pelvis is forward, front knee bent. Spine is upright. Feel the base strong and very grounded, and we're going to do a floating arm action again. So we're going to inhale and float the arms upwards. Now take the arms out to the side into square arms. elbows are bent. Try not to squeeze the shoulders back, but think of stretching wide. And on the gentle inhalation, you're just going to lift the breastbone open. So inhale, open up the breastbone. Exhale, release. Soft breastbone. So always just doing that little opening and closing through the breastbone. Remember, if you do this too hard and create tension, it will inhibit the breathing. Good. Stretch the arms back up again, inhaling, and exhaling, float the arms back down. Let's reverse sides. Right leg back, straightish leg, foot slightly turned out, pelvis is more forward to the short end, front knee bent over the ankle, spines aligned and upright. Breathe in easy and float those arms up from the strong, stable base. Release the arms straight out to the sides with square arms. Careful not to draw back, but just think of stretching wide. With the breath, inhale, open breastbone. Exhale, soft breastbone. Minimize the tension. Again, we've done about 5. Releasing the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, floating down. Step back, feet together. Easy mountain. We're going to do a breathing practice where you're going to bend forward. So if you have issues with your back or blood pressure issues with bending forward, you might want to leave this out and just do it standing. So Radhika's going to do a ha breath on one exhalation. So she's just going to bend forward and take these strong exhale ha's. I'm going to repeat that twice more. Hurrying the breath all the way to the end. One more time. Good. We're going to finish standing with the tree posture. So feet close together, stable. If you're not stable with balances, get close to a wall. Knees off lock. Bring the right knee forward, right up, and rotate it outward without moving the pelvises, and place the foot either above the ankle or above the knee, but not on the knee. Become steady, hands low or hands up, and hold still and quiet, gentle breathing. Good. Slowly release arms, release leg, and swap sides. Come into the tree. Come still and quiet. Slowly release. Pause in mountain for a moment, and then we're going to transition back down. Let's come down to sitting now. If you can sit in the warrior set, do so on your haunches. If this is not comfortable, sit in a chair or in a cross sit. So we're just going to do a breathing practice here called the lion face. Knees a little bit apart. There's a little bit of energy awareness here, and it's quite fun. So we're going to breathe in and draw the energy up to the chest, and we're going to breathe out and expel the breath and let it go. When you do this, think about if there's anything inside that you need to let go, and let it go. Let all those frustrations go. Tongues poke, eyes up. We'll do one more. Good. Just notice how good that makes you feel. Now we're going to finish here by tapping the chest. So just going to get you to use your fingers and just lightly tap across the top of the chest to stimulate those lung area. Maybe the sides as well. Especially across the breastbone. Good. Okay, we're going to now come into a relaxation posture. We need to set up some blankets for this, and Radical will just demonstrate. We're going to create a cross position where one lot of blankets will be used to support your spine. So Radhika's just folding it in to support the spine. And then the other blanket will be used to support the head. So Radhika's going to lay on her back with the bottom still on the floor. So she'll probably need to place that blanket actually on the top of the other blanket and fold it. So she wants to have the bottom on the floor, the upper back spine on the middle back roll, and the head resting on the second blanket so you feel supported. Some people would prefer to keep the knees bent up. Just see what feels right for you. Arms to the sides. And the feeling should be that you feel very open, supported and relaxed. If this is not the case, then you need to adjust your blankets. Radhika is showing a variation of the bent knee position with the legs rolled open. It's all about just finding a position that works best for you. We want to breathe slow and easy here. Just don't focus on anything particular now. I just want you to just rest and relax into this position. You're going to give it about a minute or so. Just feel total release and relaxation. Just enjoy the rest, the experience of not needing to do anything at all. Let's take a conscious deep breath now. Bring the knees slowly up again. To come off the rolls, it's safest for the spine to roll to the side. So just roll onto one side and pause there. And then when you feel ready, bring yourself slowly up to sit. If needed, you can even sit on your blankets. Take a cross sit or meditation type sit posture. The main thing is to have your spine upright. So if you need to sit in a chair, that's fine. Breathe easily and become aware of the nose. We're now going to do a breathing pranayama practice called Nadi Shodhana, the alternate nostril breathing exercise. We're going to alternate blocking one nostril and breathing in through the other side. We'll begin this practice with the left side. Place the middle finger between the eyebrow center and alternately block off with the thumbs or fingers. Do so gently without tension. If you have a blocked nostril or sinus issues, don't practice this, and perhaps you could just imagine it. Let's begin blocking right nostril and inhaling through left. Slow and steady, possibly using up to a 5-count breath. At the end of the inhalation, you block the left nostril and breathe out the right. Completely exhale to that count. Then again you breathe in through the right. And then breathe out through the left. At the end of the left, that's the completion of the first cycle. We'll do 2 more cycles. As you breathe in, feel that sensation of breath from nostril tip to between the eyebrow center, clearing and cleansing the space here. This is a very calming and balancing practice for the nervous system, clearing the mind, opening up the energy channels and allowing for great vitality. If your energy is low, you may find it helpful to do this practice a few times per day. Once you've completed the practice, just sit comfortably. If you really feel the need to lay back down, do so for the final meditation. Otherwise, sit as you are, spine upright. Let all excess tensions go and take the inner smile. Focus on the area of the heart. The heart is the center of our vitality, our pranic energy. Feel energy at your heart center. Remember, the heart center is the place where you would point to yourself. Breathe naturally. Just feel that vitality, that energy expanding in the heart area. Just imagine it there, like a glowing ball of energy, candlelight, whatever works for you. Feel that vitality expanding through the body, down to the abdomen, down to the pelvis, out to the thighs, the legs, the feet, the toes. Feel that vitality expand upward over the shoulders, down the upper arms, forearms, palms and fingers. Feel it expand up through the neck, all over the face, the head. Feel it expand beyond you, as though you're enclosed in a balloon of this vital energy all around you. Upward, outward, downward, backward, forward. Feel its vitality permeating every cell, every part of your being, pulsing with vital force energy. Enjoy this feeling. Take it with you throughout your day. You can stay here and meditate longer, or if you want, we'll close the class now by bringing the hands together in the middle of the chest, taking a deep breath in, breathing out and letting go of the meditation. Thanking you from Yoga Plus Therapies, Radhika and James. Namaste.